we have, we just, we were told, we have what is it called, Joe? An awards banquet or football banquet or something like that, from our nephew, which obviously we're excited to be here for. My brother wasn't able to get off work tonight. Single parent, unfortunately, he's not able to do it. So we are the ones that are going to go with our nephew. I'm excited to go. So that's what we're gonna do later on tonight. And then our live was supposed to be tonight, so that's why we're not able to do our live tonight. If anybody's wondering why we're not doing our live tonight, we're blessed to be able to be here to help my brother. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful that we're here. So I just had to move our live around. I mean, like, that's the worst I had to do is move the live around. But what I did today with you guys, or before you guys, is I had pork, and it's just like a Boston butt roast, and I just diced them up into that size pieces, and I put that much water. I probably had a little bit more, and it went down. I put some garlic cloves in it, and I put whole onion in it, and now I'm just kind of like seeping out the chunks of it. Oops, sorry. But if you don't mind them and your family doesn't mind them, you can keep them in there. See, there's a piece of onion. My nephew, well, he's not here right now, but anybody's going to eat it later in the next couple days. The best time to do it is before you add the hominy and everything else. And I know that there's some people that make it the authentic way with like real chili árbol and the seeds and grinding it all, but I make mine with powder. I wish I made mine the real authentic way. This is what my life has consisted of for the last few days, you guys. Those. That helps me sleep. This, just because my throat is so bad, I'm just battling. It's not like the flu, thank God. I can't complain because it's not like the flu. I'm grateful it's just been migraines. But when I take so many of the migraine pills, they're very strong and they're helpful. This is my second or third bottle. But they help me, they're just strong. And you have to you have to take them with food. I don't know why you guys are so low. We were loading up dogs and food and everything. The last thing we're thinking about is our stand. We bring our dogs with us, and we have to bring jugs of water. So if they want water at 2 in the morning, you know what I mean? We don't have to look for a gas station to go inside of. We have 2 dogs. It's like having 2 children. You bring enough food. You bring their toys that they want while we're driving. Sometimes they get a little antsy and they start pacing in the back of the truck because we have our back seat folds up, which is nice. No, like one side of it will fold up or the other side will fold down or whatever. But depending on how it goes, sometimes if we're in a standstill in Dallas or in Little Rock, the stopping all the time makes the dogs kind of antsy. So we'll make sure we bring their vest. It's like a security vest that just makes them feel, I don't know how to explain it. They get anxiety from the stopping and going and all that. So we kind of have to plan for everything with the dogs. Their bones, we plan for their snacks, we plan for, because when we stop to eat something, like at a gas station or a drive-thru or whatever, I mean, they're just like kids. I don't know what those we don't want to eat right in front of them. I know some people probably don't think that much into it, but we don't want to eat right in front of them. So I'll bring a little bag of carrots. So I'll give them a carrot while we're eating, because they know that we're eating, and it makes them sad that they're not eating any of it. I know some people probably don't think that much into it. Hey, baby. Okay, so we're going to, Pozole, we're going to finish doing it, so that way when we come home later, I mean, we're going to be full, but I had already boiled everything when I was going to do it. This is, they have yellow or white. It doesn't matter. The only thing you want to make sure you do is drain and rinse them. If anybody's ever had hominy, I like it with butter. My mom ate it with butter. Thank you, baby. I'll bring on anybody. Every time we stop, what we have to do. I'm gonna add my hominy into here. This is the liquid. Some people don't do it like that. Let me just say this: for every Spanish or Hispanic family you see in the grocery store, everybody probably makes it their way. Okay, everybody has their way. How's it going? Your face. I looked in here and you're like this.
It's a rough one.
Every Hispanic family. Hey, Kathy P. Every Hispanic family probably, is that Queen Swags? Hi, Mama. Has their family's recipe of how to do it. And this isn't even my family's way because my mom rarely made pozole. I learned how to make this, I think from my son, because he also makes a chicken pozole, a green pozole, and that one I made with you. Oh, that one's so good. They're both good. What did you say? The chicken pozole, like it actually is. Some people put masica in it, where my son puts corn tortillas and then he flame roasts them. So that flame roasted actually has a flavor in the pozole and not just a thickening agent, if that makes any sense. Right, with that? Sure. You shut up. I was telling you every time we stop, the dogs get antsy if we're in, oh, que chingao, mira, papi.
Papi's still out?
Yeah, no, he's okay. I was just laughing because he's on top of the patio. He climbs to the highest part of my brother's patio, and he looks out into the yard like he's a little pug, and he like climbs to the top, and he's like looking around everywhere. How when we go through like Dallas or somewhere where the car stops and goes?
Yeah, they doesn't matter if they just got in, they just settled down.
Yep.
They'll sleep for hours in the back until we slow down.
Then they get anxiety.
And then they get anxiety, and it's like, oh, we're stopping.
Yeah,
we get to get out. It's like you just got in.
So that's what I was telling you. We have to get water and
they were
everything.
just so excited to get in. Now they're excited to get out. It's like, you guys are nuts.
And I was just saying that we treat our dogs like they're kids. So when we stop to get something to eat, we have carrots or something because they're watching us eat. Because the middle console's like down low. So like Nova's face is right here and Bailey's face is right here. And they're like, what are you guys doing up there? And so we give them snacks. And we love riding with our dogs. It's never been a problem. We had the convertible. They'd be in the back seat with their ear warmer on, and they just chill out, looking out the windows, or the tops down.
Bailey was a little bit of a problem for a little while.
I know, Mom. Mom says he wants to go. Mom goes, take it as a compliment. It is a compliment. We just weren't planning on it. Like we didn't even bring clothes for Joe to go to
Why'd you do that? I just opened it.
Because I got to press it down. We didn't bring dress clothes for Joe. They got to be drained and rinsed. Thank you, baby. Let's start adding stuff in. Garlic powder, onion powder. Again, I boiled my meat, pork butt roast, like a Boston roast. Last night I got, it's like a butt like that big. And sometimes it has a bone in it. And then I cut it into this size pieces. And you guys can do what you want. I wanted mine this size pieces. And then they're very, very, very tender. And so that's why I don't want you guys to see, like the whole process takes about 3 hours this morning to boil. And my hands are really bad in the morning. They just are. So I have to actually cut it the night before because my hands are just like, I have RSD in my hands, and in the morning, they're just really, really stiff, and they're very hard to work with, and there was no way I was going to be able to cut the meat in the morning and then to boil it for the day, okay? So I put garlic and onion chunks in here. If your kids or your family doesn't like it, take it out. See it right there? Here's a pile of them right there. If your family doesn't mind them, then keep them in. But I know that the people who are going to eat it, like my brother, he doesn't eat onions. Garlic, he doesn't care for because... So again, do what your family does. And it's honestly an easy process. And this isn't like the menudo. I mean, I guess it is menudo-ish. Because it's if this would be the pork, Right now, this is pork. This would be the tripe. You get the tripe from the meat market and you take it home and you boil it until it's tender. I don't want to tell you 2 hours, 4 hours, because the tripe you buy may be tough and it may take 6 hours. That's something to smell in your home that there's no describing. It honestly smells like human flesh. Sorry. It smells horrible. There's no word to describe the smell of tripe. Because it has to go for the whole day, so your whole house smells like it. And then when you're done, you open your windows and get that shit smell out. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. When we would wake up, my dad and my mom only made it about once a month. But you could tell, and everybody was like, hey, call me when it's done. Nobody wants to be over there for the all-day stinky process. All right, let's throw that in there.
I ought to tell you something. If it stinks that bad,
You know, we got to do the onion and cilantro to top it out. Let's lemon.
what do you need?
How many? Hold on.
Right there.
Yep.
Being dumped in.
And you guys, I think there's actually stores that sell Menudo blend. It's basically the different chilies, like chili peppers, a chili powder. One's New Mexico. One's a long purple one. The other ones, they're two different chili peppers. But I bought it ground up. I'm not doing it roasting the peppers, boil the peppers. This is I've been in Americanized very much. Okay, go on.
Go on with what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Hold on.
Nope.
Okay, do the cilantro, do the lemon lime. You're gonna cut it like we're gonna put it on top of our soup.
All right.
You forgot what we do with it?
I didn't know what you needed.
Okay, when we go to get a Mexican taco, what do they put?
Yeah, I didn't know.
There you go. I'm gonna bring you guys this way. Hold on, come on, you guys. Up till now, we only had a pan of meat boiling. It's gonna come to a boil again. Oh wait, this isn't rinsed. You just drained them. Sorry.
I rinsed them.
I believe you. I believe you.
Rinsed them.
I believe you.
I didn't do all that for nothing.
Don't do it like that. Do it like this. Or this, or something that you gotta get them out of the pan.
Where's those?
It's old wise bad luck if you keep them in the pan.
So full of.
What are you looking for?
You're not so Americanized now. Onions.
Right. Thank you. If anybody, what would you describe hominy? I know it's corn, but what would you describe the flavor? It almost tastes like grits to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like grits.
Kind of mushy-ish.
Yeah, it's got a firmness to it, but it's very bland.
Oh, Joe, yeah, you start adding extra shit.
It's bland.
I love
It has
hominy,
no flavor.
but I love grits too.
It's got texture. That's about it.
I love grits. I love me some good grits. I was brought up in the Midwest, but my mom, like, so I eat, the son of a mother.
What'd you do?
The can.
Oh, you just cut yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Oof, grab a napkin from there. Oh, it's okay. Just grab that. I'll get it cleared up there. Oof, that hurt.
Yeah, I bet.
I felt it slice it slowly.
Let me go look for you.
Yeah, you can put these in there, baby. I know, you know how many people have told me about using the can opener that cuts the top? And I've always been like, oh, I don't know, maybe. I rinsed them off. I put them in a strainer to take off any extra. I run water on them. Do what you guys want to do in your home, but that's what we do. That's what I did anyways. So what I usually do when you're approximating how much, I could tell you to grab 2 of the cans, but honestly, if I looked at it and I saw that I needed only 1 can, I'll use only 1 can. I go based on how much meat is in there. So I know that I'll eat the hominy later. So then what you do is you kind of move it around and you look into the pan and see that you'll see, hey T-Berry. Oh, thank you, baby.
Yeah. You got a dry hand?
Yeah. I love hominy. When I was growing up, my mom would buy me my own little can.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Where is it? Right there.
It's right along the finger. What'd you put? Is it Neosporin on it?
Yeah. Triple antibiotic.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Is the one there good? You need another one? To hold it on?
Yeah, maybe one more, just because the Neosporin squirted out.
Alright.
Ooh, ain't no joke.
Supposed to be a pain reliever too, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. I'll put it lower.
You know what? I think the only thing that matters is with my RSD, like cuts hurt. Well, the nerves are so high intense. You know what I mean? Like that's why warm water is really hot. That's the only thing that when it should probably only hurt like a 3 or 4, it hurts like a 20 or a 15. You know what I mean? And again, this is where you look and see if this is when you're gonna pour it. I like there to be an equal amount of hominy as the actual meat. Some people don't. Some people like it to be, more hominy because then they don't have to buy as much meat. But for me, I think the hominy is just as the star too. All right, I'm gonna put regular chili powder in it, and then I'm also putting New Mexico chili powder. They're chili powder. They're ancho chilies that are made in, and then there's ones that are from California. So there's just different chilies in the. If you go to your produce section, you'll see the different ones. Arbol, ARBOL, chili ancho, ANCO or CHO.
Yeah.
I thought I opened this. And it's just the mixtures of the flavors of what, baby?
Diced up?
Yes, please. That's for our bowls. So you can do limes, like you're doing it for a drink to put on the rim. My mom actually didn't put cominos in very much because cominos gave my mom heartburn. But ever since I started making my own food, I always put cominos in it. And then you'll want to taste the salt. I would say you want your meat. I had garlic cloves in it, or garlic cloves and onion for 3 hours. Now I'm putting the chilies or ancho chilies with the hominy for another 2 hours. That's how long you want it to sit with the flavors. You want to, before you want it to do that long enough before you serve it to your friends. Does that make sense? So if you start in the morning, you're gonna go for about 3 hours to tenderize your meat, but I don't use other things. I use like garlic, onion, maybe I'll put a little bit of a chicken bouillon in it. That's just how I do it. But I let the flavor of the meat be what my broth is. Does that make sense? And then once it's ready to start making, then I add the cominos, the anchos, you know what I mean? Then I start adding my chilies. And then this will sit for at least an hour. I mean, you can eat it after an hour, but you definitely want the hominy to sit in it of the flavors of the chili powders. And up till now, I lightly salted it, you guys. I didn't add a lot of salt at all. When I make the chicken one, I want to tell you, it's more because it's tomatillos. and you do more of like the salsa-ish, and then you pour it in there. So I want to say it's more of the, when I make the, oof, yeah, we probably need about half. It's only for me and you. Nobody else eats onion.
I figure if you get a couple bowls of it, you're gonna want some on there.
Yeah.
Whatever else is left over, we'll bring Peggy.
Yeah.
It's just not all broken apart yet.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, we'll probably do them tiny.
Tiny?
Yeah. With the cilantro, so they're together on it. This is how much I have left, you guys. How much meat was that, babe? Did we check the size? It was, I think it was like $10.
A couple pounds for sure.
Was it 2 pounds?
At
Or,
least.
so I would say 2 pounds of meat, and I'm probably gonna put a little bit more of these. I would do 1 pound of meat per pork. 1 can of hominy per pork. That's what I would do, I would say. And just grab a ladle so you guys can see. That's what I mean. The people like the hominy because it does add, especially if you have kids that are going to be eating. A lot of times the kids will eat just the hominy. And this is the part that's optional if you don't want to add your, I don't want to tell you to add the pig's feet because I don't do the pig's feet. I've never done the pig's feet. My dad has done it. He puts pig's feet in his pozole or his menudo. Very similar to menudo. The only difference is one's tripe, one's actual pork roast. Okay? But I think they're both, isn't a tripe also pig?
Yes.
So it's just different parts of the piggy. I'm adding garlic powder, you guys. I swear I have a. Oh, there it is. I'm adding garlic powder and onion powder, guys. These two.
Quartered, or you just want them in slices?
Along with what's that, baby?
Quartered or slices?
Definitely not slices, like long like this, because I'm gonna squeeze. And I probably use about 2 limes. I like mine tangy. Thank you, baby. This is the, the names of the chili powders. If you go to the produce department, you'll see that there's different ancho chilies. Okay, and then they all have different flavors of them. They're slightly different. I mean, you can tell the difference. This is one time I wish I could put my hatch chili peppers in here. But I think I made the hatch stew with you guys. It's actually pork with potatoes and green hatch peppers. We should do another soup, a week of soups that we do. All right, I'm gonna put these and then try it. I would say if you put, by accident, if you put too much cominos, add just more broth. That's, if you put more salt, too much salt, add more broth. All you're gonna do is dilute it and let it, you know what I mean? And then you can have more brothy. Like there's pretty much no, I don't wanna say there's no making a mistake, but if you make a mistake, add more broth and it just gives you more of a template to keep working with. So if by chance you didn't realize the salt top was off or the black pepper top was off and you poured it in there, it's okay. Just add more broth. If you're able to pull it out, but usually it dissolves the second it hits the water and goes everywhere, just add more water to your pan and you're gonna basically you're basically have enough to make a bigger pot of broth. You just have a head start on the salt.
Even with your chilies, if you put too much chili powders in there.
Yeah.
Before make more broth, save it for something else.
Yep. I'm not gonna do this yet. I wanna try this without it.
Alright.
Um,
You need need something else on there?
No, do you have the cilantro?
Cilantro.
Ooh, Joe's talking Espanol. You make me love you, Dad. Here, oh, sorry, thank you, baby.
You're very welcome.
What did we, yesterday we made, what did we make last night?
What did we make?
You guys, what did we make last night? I'm gonna check we made something last night with you guys. Jeez, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm the worst. I think we're gonna start doing our, I think we have the rest of the week we have scheduled. I don't think we're gonna do live, I don't know if Chase wants to do his cornflakes things. He really wanted to do that one with you guys. But, I don't want to do the ones I did last year or the year, I know 2 years ago, but I've been here for 2 years, you guys. I'm trying not to give you the same recipes during the holidays that we do. But like our cheese ball, that's a fan favorite. We make that every year because it's the shizzles. The cheese ball and our apps. We usually do that during Super Bowl week. We do the baking. I think last year we started doing our baking because one of our mods, she liked peanut butter cups. So we did peanut butter cups with everybody. And then, what was the other one we did, babe? We did a whole week of like candy making because we did like the white pretzels. I want to do that again with you guys. I know that we're in Texas. That's the only thing that's throwing us off a little bit. Now, like, just going live. All right. Do. Guys, I hope you guys are having a good, this is just crazy, all the damn, like, I don't even, every time I scroll up on YouTube and I see something about P. Diddy or Jay-Z, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't even want to listen. I wasn't even a fan of theirs at all, or not a fan, but I just don't want to hear, like, more hellacious stories. So many dang stories, you guys, I'm telling you. Ooh, that cilantro smells good, babe. Just smells so fresh. T-Berry, Rachel. Hey, Crazy 5. Oh, girl, yes, I've heard of that too. Crock-pot, Pozole. I've heard it's like really easy. You throw it all together in the morning and then you come back at the afternoon and your pozole is done. I heard about it. How was it? She said it turned out really good. Woo-woo! I want to do that. I spent all day making a pot of chicken and barley soup. It turned out so delicious. I love beef barley. I wanted to do that one with you guys, the beef barley soup. Oh, I made, what was the one? I wanted to make a lasagna soup, but it felt weird. Like, it felt weird when I was reading, because you put like 10 cups, I think maybe 5 of broth and 5 beef broth and 5 of water. And I was just like, oh my God, am I going to make this? It felt dirty. Like, how do you do that to lasagna? What do you think? Should I make lasagna soup? Would you guys? I don't know. Yeah. Hold on.
Taking these leaves off. So you just take as many as you can fit. I just got the colander that she just used.
Joe, so cute.
And I put them in one of the holes. Just as many as will fit in the hole. You put a few in there, and then if the one more can fit in, you put it into one hole like this, and then just pull them through. And there's those.
Oh, thank you, Kathy P.
Oh, there's those. I put them in. It's the only one that's left. The rest of them are completely gone. I just take the tops off of that one. No big deal. Just put them through the hole.
You're crazy.
They all come off.
I want to do a couple of things. One of them is called the chocolate cherry ring. My mom makes that like when we go to like dinner parties or whatever during the holidays. It's a bundt cake and there's cherries in it, like Marciano cherries in it. and then there's chocolate chips in the cake. It's really good. It's very pretty to look at. Oh my God, Joe!
Much.
You're gonna bastardize cilantro.
No. Much. Put it in there. Just pull it through. Like that. They all stick on there. There's
Oh
your.
my God, you guys! You
And then you
bastardize
just
our
take it.
culture.
Take it out. Look at you. Perfect.
We're gonna do tamales coming up. I wanted to do them before we leave with my mom and my nieces. I know my daughter-in-law wants us to do them in Michigan. Yes, please. And whatever you guys do, make sure you rinse off your cilantro, please, please. We down here in Texas, we literally pay 20 cents for one of these. In Michigan, we pay $1 for cilantro. Anyways, just make sure you wash it because they chingao, Joe. You didn't even wash it, bro. You would be losing teeth with all the rocks in it.
No wax.
Yes, I swear to you.
There we go.
Lord, whose husband? So maybe we'll do the tamales on Saturday or Sunday when we go. I'm sure we're gonna watch the Cowboys game. That's Joe cutting it, and you gotta kind of just go over it and then over it again. That's the only way to do it. There's no proper way to cut cilantro.
Nope.
You just gotta cut it and then cut it again. I've never heard of an awards banquet where you pay per head. It's like $20 a head, you guys. We're like, what? I mean, it's just weird. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing. My nephew he's being asked to go to an awards banquet, and he asked us. And how do you say no to your nephew?
Here you go.
Okay, you put it here. Hold on. So if you have your pozole, these are ideally what you set up for it. I mean, you can put slices of jalapenos too, but like fresh jalapenos right here so that people can put it in their bowl. The limes, this onion. You can do your onion relatively small so that way it fits, in your bowl. People don't want a whole chunk of onion in their mouth while they're going to eat a piece of, their soup. You know what I mean? Their bowl of soup. Lime, cilantro, onion. You can mix this together or just put it separate because some people don't like onion. They like just cilantro and lime in theirs. And then we serve it with corn tortillas. Let's do the tea with them. And ideally, you would let it sit longer, guys. You would let it sit another couple hours. But though, after you put your spices in it, I would put the fire on low and let it ride out for the afternoon until the kids get home. But from like 3 or 4 on, wait till the kids get home, your husband gets home, sit on the stove on low or in the slow cooker like Crazed of 5. Put it in the slow cooker and it can hang out till you get back from conferences or that's what we used to do. We had practice or conferences, or sometimes we'd go to church and we didn't get home till 9 o'clock at night. And then we'd eat at 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever it was. We have no kids anymore, so we pretty much eat dinner at 11 o'clock at night with a bowl of cereal. All right, let's eat. And honestly, you can see the color change. Your meat will turn, I might bring it back up a sec, just so I can show you guys the meat. See how the meat's getting a little bit, I have a piece of onion. See, the thing is, I'm either gonna have to admit I put onion in it to my nieces and nephew, and then say there might be a couple of big pieces,
Keep cooking.
or I tell them that I didn't put any onion, and then they're like, because they're throughout their whole time they're gonna be apprehensive. If I tell them I put onion in it, they'll take a bite and they're kind of like, is she lying? Is there really onion? So I already took out a lot of the big pieces. The garlic they don't care about. The garlic is like
If you let it cook long enough, some of the onion will actually go away.
You think so?
It'll be transparent enough to where it just.
It's still slippery in your mouth. But that's kind of how you can tell. The hominy and that will turn, what kitchen go? Will turn more and more darker red. I mean, as long as you can taste it and you're going, yep, it's good to go. That's the important thing. Your kids probably are like, it's best to eat tomorrow. It's best to eat late tonight or later tonight. If this was my home,
for a few hours at least, right?
yeah, if this was my home, if I had people coming over for dinner at 7, I'd want it ready by 6. And in order for it to be ready by 6, I would start it around 10 in the morning. That make sense? If I start it around 10 in the morning, I'm gonna let it boil or simmer to get the meat tender till about 1. At 1 o'clock, thank you, baby. At 1 o'clock, I'm gonna take my onion pieces out, add my hominy, add my spices, and let it go for the next, from 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the afternoon until 5 o'clock. I would let it go all day long, on low. And then people come at 6:30, it's ready, it's served. You have the cilantro and everything. That's why when you guys go to eat it at Mexican restaurants, it's been there all day. It's got started at 12 midnight the night before. Y'all are coming in after it's been sitting for the last 12 hours in the back kitchen all day long. So just so you know, that's why it is, because it's been sitting all day.
Yeah. Longer the better.
Yep.
It's like stew.
Yeah, like
Let
Joe
it go
loves his
for
beef
hours.
stew for hours.
Chili too, except for your chili. Your chili is like good because you can eat it like
Weirdly,
right away.
it tastes good right
Weirdly,
away.
it is like already ready.
Mm-hmm. I love my chili.
Your chili's good.
I felt like making it for the kids or beef stew.
Yeah, I haven't had beef stew in a long time.
The kids don't say what they want. They're just
No.
kind of like, whatever you make is fine, Vonnie. And I'm like,
Guess.
but what do you
I
want?
guess.
Yep.
All right, let's take a taste. Show them.
I'm gonna put cilantro and onion in it. You don't mind any of it,
No,
right?
no, man. Show them that, and then I'll squeeze this in there.
Cilantro, lime.
Lime.
I love mine as tart as I can get it. I like it with a lot of lemon or lime juice. Squeezed it in.
Try it.
Don't try this with tripe though. The tripe you have to wait at least 4 hours because that water will taste like what it smells like. And you want
You
it
have to
to
drain it?
not. You just gotta wait till your spices get embedded
Oh,
into that
shit.
broth.
I'm so glad I don't like. All right,
And
let's
menudo's
take-
just different.
Yeah, this is way different than menudo. You have to let that shit cook until it's
Until it tastes good.
Yeah,
Joe, you're
until
shitty.
the funk goes
Joe,
away.
you're so shitty, you guys. My husband's a shitty man.
No, menudo's
Tink.
shitty. I'm not shitty.
Over there.
Over there.
Tink,
Tink.
tink. Oh, I need my soda.
Oh shit.
Shut up. You know what? I feel like you don't appreciate the qualities of your wife. My
I have
husband.
to re-spoon.
Open that for her. Joe's
If
gonna.
I have to open it, I can drink.
What?
You only got 3 of them in there.
I know.
Oh my god. Sitting here waiting.
I know. Don't be sad. All right, we're ready.
Are we?
Joe's a jerk.
Alright, here we go.
Remember, I would let it boil as long as you
We've already
can.
tanked them, so you don't have to pull it way over there. Tink.
Tink,
Do it anyway.
shut up. We didn't do our tortilla. That's good.
Yeah.
Put more salt.
Yep. And salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Get it there, baby.
Alright. Oh shit.
I love the hominy, you guys. The hominy is what makes it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mmm. Mm-hmm. The hominy tastes so good.
The lime and the
Start with
broth is good.
a pan of that size. You want to start with at least, if you're going to use ground chili powder, you're going to need to start with at least 2 tablespoons of each of your chili powders. And whatever you do, don't let your family try it until you've tried it. You're the chef. That makes so good. Make sure you season your meat with either garlic powder, whole garlic, and onion in the broth.
Yeah.
So then it starts flavoring it at the beginning. Babe,
It needs it. I tasted it.
I know, but let me taste it.
Alright.
I'm the chef. Don't ever let your man touch your food.
Alright.
Because
you
then
can get
when
your own
people-
damn bowl then.
Because then when people look at you and they go, "Oh, it's so salty," they're not going to look at Joe. They're going to look at me and be like, "Oh, I didn't put that much salt."
Make more broth if there's too much salt.
I'm going to punch this fool. But you don't want to ever serve it like that, you guys. I'm never for serving it that flavor.
What flavor?
Like without, without tasting it. Like
Yeah.
taste it before you give it to somebody,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know what they're eating.
Than anything, yeah.
So when they say that it tastes too salty, you're like, yeah, I know. I had to add some more broth or whatever you had to do. And hopefully they never say it because that would be
Hopefully
embarrassing.
your palate is,
Joe says I have a stronger salt palate.
yeah. Garlic, too.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, Joe. You're trying to make me second guess
You put so
myself.
much garlic in it. You
That's the
can't
garlic
taste
powder.
The garlic.
I had the garlic powder like this as you were saying
Oh,
that.
God.
Joe, you're gonna eat that whole bowl.
Mhm.
I know we didn't even eat lunch. If you don't put your garlic powder and or clove of garlic while your meat was boiling, you're gonna have an even bigger catch-up game. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you, Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
You'll have a bigger catch-up game because then you're literally working with just. I poured it in there because it was froze. You take that one. Take that one. Because it's literally just water then. I put some salt in the meat while it was boiling. I put the chunks of onion, like literally an onion this big. I peeled it, cut it into fourths, and boiled it with it. And then I put,
You took it out.
yeah, I took out the onion. I took it out because I have people that are going to eat it without it. And then I put about 5 garlic. It was an elephant garlic, so each of the garlics were a little bit bigger than normal. So just know that. And then the garlic I left in there, but to be honest with you, once the garlic starts cooking, it's not going to hold out for the whole pan of food. You're going to have to put more garlic powder and more flavors in it. Does that make sense?
The hominy tastes like little potatoes.
Oh my God, Joe, did you just say
Tiny potatoes.
they don't taste like potatoes?
Must have taken you hours to peel those little bastards.
They're hominy. Tastes like corn.
No, it don't taste like corn.
You're too funny. It tastes like potatoes. I love you.
Oh, that was good. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm glad it tastes like that.
Ooh, you're catching up. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, cilantro and onion. You don't have to if you don't like it. I think the cilantro adds a flavor to it. And then I squeeze the shit out of the wine. Good breath?
Oh, yeah. I'm a broth guy.
Uh-oh. He may not like it after all the garlic I just put in it.
Probably not.
Oopsie.
Never know.
Never know. All right. I'll let you guys taste it with me. Joe, don't taste it now. What if you don't like it?
I'm gonna like it.
Oh my god. I'm so nervous. What if he doesn't like it? I put 2 limes in mine. Yeah. I feel like you guys are too little. I don't know what you guys are doing. Oh, that's perfect.
Let me see.
Uh-oh. Oops, I made a mess all the way there. Can you taste the garlic?
No, not too bad.
It's not. You still need salt.
Still need salt, yeah. You put like freaking.
I would start with a pound of salt. Just kidding.
Takes a lot of salt, man.
Well, the hominy, I think, takes some, plus some meat.
There you go. Better. That's good. Super good.
I mean, I think with what you got to do is, I personally don't put cilantro and onion in the pan. Some people do. That's just what they, like I said, there's so many different recipes.
Wow. Tastes
Their
better
mom
fresh.
or their family might have done it ever growing up in the pan. My mom has always put it on the side.
It tastes good fresh. It's like putting
Taste mine. You can taste the lime.
fresh.
I put a lot of lime, huh?
Yeah. See, that's not my favorite there.
Oh my god!
I don't like that much
Joe's
lime.
an asshole.
I like a little bit of lime, which I did put in,
I like it a
but
lot.
not that much.
I like twang.
You know?
Joe likes twang too.
Yeah. I'm a twang fan.
All right, I'm gonna let everybody get out of here.
You probably don't know what twang is.
This is your sides. Woo! Lime, cilantro, and onion. Serve it.
Anybody know what twang is? It's an actual thing. Who knows what twang is?
Hallelujah. Can we use all of the you soda?
Twang is a beer salt. Lemon or lime or lemon lime. Come along. Put it in your beer. Very good.
Okay, so if you have a corn tortilla, this is how one would eat a corn tortilla with it. If you go into a Mexican restaurant, ask for a corn tortilla, and they'll bring it to you. Joe, let's school him. Joe doesn't even know how to do it. Take that, Dad. You're like, what does she want me to do? Do you have another Band-Aid for me or no?
No, I will.
No, it's okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. I'll make you.
I'll get it.
Cut my whole finger off, y'all. I think it's good. One of these days I'm going to show you how to make it with the whole ancho chili and oh shit. I should just look up the pictures for you guys so you guys know what I'm telling you to get. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the tortilla part, okay, guys? Thank you, sugar.
Dry that off.
I got it right on my finger lip. Right where my finger attaches. Okay. Just do it, bro. Oh, it hurts.
Here?
Yep. Good? Okay.
Got another one here.
So you get your tortilla, and you either roll it, the Mexican people do it like this. They roll it with their hands. Okay, it's a whole thing. You learn as kids how to roll your tort. Then you just dip it like this. Okay, and eat it together. That's what they look like. And then you clean them out and you boil them in some water, and then you're supposed to blend them. It's a lot more work. Those are the ancho chilies. They're dried. Or I can just buy a packet. I'm sure it tastes different, but unfortunately, I barely know Espanol. That's good. Is it better? Yeah, that's what I look forward to going to the Mexican restaurants for. Is this good enough? Hell yeah.
This is better than restaurant shit.
I think it tastes really good.
That's one thing. Sometimes you can go to your favorite Mexican restaurant and get something that you really like. That's really good. They do a good job of it. But I would say 9 times out of 10, anything you make at home Mexican can be as good or way better
I think so too.
than a restaurant.
I think so too. Make it at home. And what you do is when they're dried, all you're gonna do is rehydrate them. That's why you boil them in water, and then you blend them, and then you gotta put them through a filter and take all the hard pieces out of it. I mean, you go through a little bit more work, or you can slice the bag on the side and.
There you go.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I love you guys. Guys, go to the corn tortilla. Joe's not a big fan of corn tortillas either.
Well, this shit's good though.
There's certain things
Very
that,
good.
like, our cultures. Joe's not a fan of corn tortillas or menudo. We eat corn tortillas with almost anything and everything. That's good, bro.
That's really good.
Make it. Bye, guys.